Hiya folks, Lone Wolf here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, a little bit something different. If you're a motorcycle vlogger, you've got the real nightmare. The nightmare is when you're vlogging is to get the right quality sound when you're doing your videos. Now, I've tried all sorts, and it's the wind that's the absolute killer. The absolute wind, it's a nightmare. Or stop, you don't know what you do, you still get it, and I find it really difficult. Now I use two helmets, both Scorpion, IDF 9000, the new adventure helmet, and also the R1 Air, the full face helmet. Now the R1 Air, I've been using that for quite a while, and to be fair, what I was using was this setup. I'll show this setup. This is a mic off Cardo Pack Talk, and what I did is I bit up as but I soldered it there and put a 3.5mm jack on the end, TRS jack on the end, and then that would then fit into this adapter here, which you can buy. And then that then plugs into the side of the DJI camera that I use. Give me a second, I'll show you. So my setup is, I had it plugged in there like that. You see it. This is my helmet, and then I had this. You can look at the back here, what I did. Agriculture, but I had some gaffer tape, well, some what do you call it, velcro on the back, and that worked a treat. And this in the R1 Air, it was pretty good. I have to be on it. I can't criticise it. It was pretty good. But at the end of the day, I like two helmets. Always have liked two helmets. Like they're different. The R1 Air is a lovely, lovely helmet, but as I said in the other videos, it does restrict your side view. And I thought, well, I'll have an adventure helmet. So I bought the IDF. Loving it to be fair. But exactly the same setup. What I did is I've got two of these Pack Talk microphones. Two of them. So what I did exactly the same setup. Put this inside the what's the name helmet, the IDF. Put this on the front. I'll just show you from the IDF. Put this on the front here, like so. It was in there like that. It's in there. Actually, it was the other way around. If I think about it, do it properly. And then I had that then, as you can see, when you put the camera on, I had this plugged in the back and then that round there to the side like that. Which, it worked a treat, but the noise, unreal. The air noise off this. And I don't know why, because it's a good seal on the visor. And I had it tucked away in that cheek pad there, deep in there. And in fact, I did one vlog when I was out, and I put it right inside the cheek pad, and I must have buried it that deep that you couldn't hear anything. My voice was so distant. So I'm scratching my head here. I'm thinking, how am I going to get around this? Because I want to use two helmets, and I want to be able to just jump one helmet on, or off and go, get the other helmet on, and get sorted like that. That's what I thought. So I've got to come up with a solution yet again. So I racked my brains, tried everything. I've buried the microphones in the helmets. I've put different microphones on, lavalier microphones. I've tried capacitors in it to stop it, but really couldn't get it to work on this IDF helmet. In the end, I've had to succumb to the dark side, and I've ended up with it. Most of you will know what this is. This is the DJI wireless mic set. Now, I tried hard not to buy this, to be fair, because I wanted to prove a point much to myself. But to be honest, you have no choice. If you want to use two helmets and you want to do on and off jobs, this is the thing to use. So what I did, this is the DJI radio mic. It's quite a big item actually, it's bigger than I thought. And I thought, how the hell am I going to get this in that helmet? So what I've managed to do, hoping you can see here, is it's got to go inside there at the front. So what I did, I think you can see inside, possibly not, I don't know. I'll do my best to get your picture in there. You can probably just see, you see the white? Get it better. See the white Velcro? So I'll put some Velcro in there. And then what I did, because this comes with the clip, the magnetic clip, so I'll put some Velcro on the end of this. I'll put that to that, and then I'll stick it inside here. Like so. You can see it maybe. Can you see it probably in there? I don't know. Yeah, you can just see it now, I think. So I'll put it in there like that. I tried it, and I tell you what, it was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I was impressed how much it deadened the noise, the wind noise. I didn't have to do anything on my software, on my post edit, to get rid of a lot of the noise. Really, really impressed with the way that was. What I did do though, is I got a bit cocky and got the second one, because you have to, and put this, if you notice on the back of my bike, I've got a little bag. It's like a bit of a towel bag, if you want, by the exhaust. So I thought, I'll slip that in there and I'll get the noise off them too, because I only just bought it and I thought, well, we'll do a bit of jiggery pokery. So I did that, and what happened was, I set you can alter the gains, the mic gains on the unit, on the mics, and you can also alter the gain on the main unit itself. This part here, you can see that, and then you can see it's got the moment it's showing the two mics. I think it's showing the two mics, is it? Yeah, it's showing the two mics. You can alter the dB, plus or minus, you get plus 12, minus 12, so you can alter them. So what I did, I set them slightly different. I put the one on the back to be a lower dB, higher dB, minus dB, so as it would be quieter, but the noise of the exhaust overrun it a bit. So when I did the video, you got a lot of exhaust noise, but the sound was still pretty damn good. So that was the remedy I was going to do. So the setup is this. Obviously this is on the, plugs into the side of the helmet. Bit crude, the elastic bands, but I don't want this thing falling out. It shouldn't, because it's got quite a good purchase on it, but I thought I having this falling out down the road. So I'll put the elastic band on just to do a bit of belt and braces, if you know what I mean. So I'll put this on the front of the helmet here, like that. Says here like that. Now we're good to go. It's clean, it looks clean. And I can alter this size of my helmet so as I can see the recording levels and everything else. Now what I have found out, because I did a bit of research, because you have to play with these things obviously. If I put the mics left and right in stereo, I'll run them in mono mode, and I'll run them in a mono mode with what they call a safe track on, whereby if the dB was too high, you cut it off and it went to a lower, 12 decibels lower. I don't think it's quite prevalent to what I'm going to do, because I think I'm going to get that sort of noise. So what I did, I had a bit of research, done a bit of delving, and worked out that if you put them in stereo mode, what you can do, you can have the one in your helmet, say on the left side, and this one in your bag at the back on the right. And then you can set this to minus whatever, it'll probably go a bit lower than what it was, probably go minus 10 now, it's on minus 7, 6 I think, because it's a lot noisier. And then when you come to post edit, when you put it into your software, if you run it in stereo, you've got a left and a right channel in mine. I use Wondershare, Filmora. So what you can do then is, when I want to talk and I use the front mic on the vlog and talking, I can do that. But then by basically sliding the left and right channels over on the post edit, I can then bring in the volume of the one in the tail bag to increase the sound of the exhaust and decrease it when I don't need to. So it looks to me as if I might have finally, and I mean finally, cracked it. Time will tell, but at the end of the day, it's the best way I think I can do it, because it's the R1 Air's got the same in. I'll show you the R1 Air. I'll put the same Velcro inside. Inside there, you can probably see it. So I can just drop the mic in there. And then what we got is 2 helmets, good to go. So basically, all I have to do is take this clip this off, like so. Under that, put it onto the front of the R1 Air and vice versa, and then just clip this back on. There you go, and we're good to go. That, my friends, might be the way to do it. I know I see a lot of the guys doing different stuff, Moto Vlogs and people like that have experimented with them a lot. But I say I'm learning the game, so bit by bit. The test, and I've done one video with it, the last one I did, Be Thankful, and that's when I used the 2 mics in mono and I had the increased sound at the back. But the next one to do, which is going to be probably a week or so because I'm going away, will be the proper way, or I think it's the proper way, which will be stereo, where I'll be able to louden and decrease the noise on different microphones throughout the track to increase the volume of the exhaust, and then also increase my voice volume and hopefully deaden the wind as well at the same time. So at the end, what we got now, 2 beautiful helmets. So see. So then what we will have, so D, is 2 helmets running. The IDF 9000 and the R1 Air. I'll be able to interchange and do whatever I like. At an easy quick fix. At one stage I got that many microphones strapped inside this IDF 9000. I thought I'd get the bloody helmet on. The cheek pads are bulging that much. But this has seemed to have made a massive difference. It just seemed to be the way forward. I know it's been done before, and I know I should have gone to this solution earlier on. But I tried everything I could do on a fixed budget. And the R1 Air, it did work, to be fair. The cardinal mic with the adapter on the R1 Air worked quite well, but the idea just would not accept it one way or another. The voice and the volume was just so loud. So that's what I can say. I think we've sorted that. So this is our Wolf. I hope you enjoyed this little scenario and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and all sorts of stuff like that. It's, as I say, it's to me it's try this, try that, try the other. You know what I mean? I have to keep working to try things to make sure everything's doing right. It's the same with now this recording in the garage area. Lighting, I'm trying to get the best out of the lighting. Using this selfie stick on my 360 X3 because that seems to be the best scenario. My iPhone I use is rubbish, you know, and the quality's crap. So trying to put that through to a video is awful. Even though I think it's an SE, I think it's about iPhone 11, something like that, but it's crap. So that's what I'm using at the minute, is the 360 X3 to do all this on. So drop your comments down below, your tips and everything like that. I hope it's going to help one or two people. This is an expensive piece of kit. Don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? This is it is an expensive piece of kit. But if you want to get serious at it, and the amount of time I've wasted doing vlogs, went out the other Sunday. I had a superb ride, and the roads are tremendous. The weather was tremendous. Everything was brilliant. Come back, went to post edit. All you could hear was massive. It sounded like I was in the middle of an hurricane. It was that loud, the noise. And honestly, I went batting it. I was only doing normal speed, you know what I mean, 50, 60, stuff like that. So hopefully we've cracked it yet again. So this is Lone Wolf saying bye for now. Don't forget, give us a tick, give us a like, give us a subscribe, drop your comments on anything like my channel. It's growing, not very fast, but it's growing bit by bit. So we've got to be thankful for that. So it's Lone Wolf saying bye for now and see you on the next one. Bye for now.